Good morning and welcome. Thank you for joining me here today. If you found yourself here, there may be a message of hope for your healing journey, soul's evolution and or transformation, or simply information. So, are you a light worker in a divine purpose, working to help others heal and transcend their pain, trauma, shame, fear, grief, back to heart center? Some of us on this path have been on it for quite some time, and maybe you look back and maybe your whole life has been that way, helping others heal, transcend trauma, pain, and just being compassionate when others have life events that are less than desirable. So spiritual growth is one thing, your own development and your own understanding of life is important along the journey. Sometimes there's people, places, and things, teachers, mentors, guides, put in your path for reasons of your own growth. And maybe you just are in purpose with your own network of friends and family or co-workers, no matter where you are. You're in service, big or small. A lot of us go on a quest or seek out information so we understand. And then maybe we've walked in the shoes of life that brought you full circle to helping others. I know my journey has been interesting, and the path, you always land back on your path because you've learned some lessons along the way and help others now. A lot of us have other full-time jobs, and we do it from heart space because we care. We've walked in the shoes, made it through the murky waters, and you can help others quickly move through things so they're not stuck for very long. So regardless, and sometimes people do it full-time. They have platforms that they're working full-time, that's their job, and they're successful, and sometimes they're not. So if you're on the up and up, you're on the right side of holistic healing, light workers, seers, whatever you call yourself, and helping others, being true to yourself and being authentic, you will persevere, even though there's people always trying to take you down. Literally and figuratively. Maybe they've written some bad reviews and they're not true, but sometimes actually the person writing them needs to do some work. They don't like what you're saying, but it resonates and they're angry, or maybe they just have ill intent and they'll try and pull you down. They don't like what you're saying. Maybe they have ulterior motives, and those of us that have worked really hard to learn skills that we needed, or maybe we didn't need, it was just confirmation. It always was within. Maybe people try and stop your light from who you want to be and where you're going. No matter what, keep moving forward. The platforms you build, the rebranding, whatever it is, it's yours authentically. And if they try and copy your work, there's always a master plan above that will take care of business. Just be mindful of where you are. Some people try and stop you no matter what. And that's their own envy, greed, and venom that comes out, childish ways. And it's ill intent for no reason. If they were actually to do their own healing and listen to some of the guidance of some of the great people out there, maybe they'd find their way. So if you're authentic and you're growing and you're helping others, it matters. It's a tough world out there. So there's a lot of pain, trauma, shame, and fear, a lot of grief, a lot of unresolved situations in life that can be managed accordingly and effectively and efficiently in your body, mind, and soul. And when you're ready, you'll find as a teacher, your students arrive Sometimes they're strangers, sometimes they're friends. And as light workers we're always helping somebody. And sometimes you only hear from them when they need something from you, and that's okay if you have the space to do so. If they're asking, they need the help, and sometimes you can help. And sometimes you can refer them to somebody else, maybe one of your teachers or somebody that's more suited for them. But just remember, your work is yours. If you pulled some of your profiles down and maybe you're rebranding, I know a lot of us are because we've grown. People right-click your stuff, copy your content, put up profiles pretending to be you all the time. And some of your social media isn't really necessary. It's just interesting, or maybe you've learned, or maybe it keeps you busy and preoccupied. But be in purpose fully, wholeheartedly, as Brené Brown says. Full-hearted, that's important. And being vulnerable is sacred. And actually, it's not a sign of weakness. It's a sign of strength. You've been somewhere. You've walked in the shoes. You've learned some things. And you help yourself. You help others. I'm sure on a daily. Doesn't matter what profession you are, what credentials you have, and or accolades. Just know that from a heart space, you're doing it from a heart space. Those of us that are aligned and fully in purpose want to be in purpose. And it's purposeful. So those are the great words for people that are doing the work that can help others. We're not here to suffer. We're here to transcend. And transformation is important. So if you are in the up and up, just keep it moving. Keep learning and growing and evolving. And know that anybody who's trying to take you down or steal your content or, laugh at you or write comments, it's because they're not healed. They're not taking a lesson today, but maybe someday they will, and they'll grow, and it's okay. Collaborate with your friends. There's a soul tribe out there for you, and know that those people that are authentic out there, a lot of things aren't. You can't trust a lot of things that you Google or even on YouTube, but real people are real all day long, and it comes from their heart space, and it can't be duplicated because you have special gifts that are given just to you. Because you have a mission. So live in purpose, be authentic, and be divine, not only to yourself, and be sacred, because it matters. So I hope this helps today, and so it is. Namaste.